So how and why we chose this artwork. Our goal for the group project was to choose an artwork that exemplifies different aspects of art, including line, shape, value, color, time, and volume. We aimed to choose a piece that not only represents these qualities, but also sparks conversation and contemplation. We all decided on this art piece because we were drawn to the piece's distinctive composition and the way it uses cubism to capture the spirit of still life. Hello, my name is Danya Leone. I am currently a freshman at FAU studying business management, and I chose to focus on the element of shape and volume. In Bull's Skull Fruit picture, Picasso uses volume and shape to tell a compelling story. The prominent feature is the bull's head, which has sharp, jagged lines that give it a harsh, intimidating look. The hefty lines of the skull, along with the way it appears to project outward, enhance its volume and create shadows that give it a sense of solidity and weight. In contrast to the hard features of the skull, the fruit and pitcher are depicted with softer, rounder contours. Their volumes are more subtle, suggesting fragility and impermanence with their soft curves and smoother surfaces. These components are more muted, with shapes that don't have the dramatic skull's projection that draw attention to their fragility. The background flowering tree creates a sensation of upward movement and organic flowing lines that introduce a dynamic interplay of shapes. Compared to the skull, it has a more ethereal presence and a less defined volume that conveys hope and lightness. The painting's depiction of the blossoming tree serves as a reminder of the possibility of recovery and renewal. In my own experience of losing a loved one, after a period of grieving and loss, life frequently slowly returns, and there's a chance to regain meaning and hope. The moonlight blossoming of the tree symbolizes the slow process of emotional regeneration, suggesting that even in the darkest moments of despair, hope for light and new beginnings can still exist.
Hi, my name is Emma Livingston, and I am a freshman at FAU studying business marketing. For my element, I chose line. Picasso presents us with an image filled with many different aspects. One of the most prominent aspects could be considered lines. Lines can allow viewers to construct many perspectives and create distinguishing ideas of what the message may be based on the painting. In this painting, Picasso implements many different types of lines, including harsh geometrical lines and softer sweeping lines. The blossom tree, along with the fruit and the pitcher, were created with these softer sweeping lines that give way to life and spirit. The skull, however, is very gaunt-like and uses harsh, sharp lines to fabricate the idea of death. The usage of chiaroscuro allows us to see this painting as a whole, while the separation of the harsh versus soft lines allows every piece of this painting to be distinctive, enticing, and intriguing. The way that this painting applies to my personal life is because I would see the skull as like the negative aspects of my life, and I would see the blossom tree as the positive aspects of my life. And I just think they are two completely different things, but they also blend together.
Hi, my name is Gabriella Lee, and I am a freshman at FAU studying psychology. For this assignment, I picked value as my formal art element. In this painting, Picasso uses duller colors to represent the dark energy and feeling he is trying to convey. This painting was painted at a time of grief and loss for him. He had just recently lost his mother, and the Spanish Civil War was going on, so he wanted to show the pain of that. And while these colors are dull, they are not necessarily dark colors. For example, we can see the light background with the tan skull, which is pretty light, and this creates a low contrast within the painting. And I am able to relate this to my major because I am a psychology major, and I am looking to go into the mental health field one day, and I think Picasso does a wonderful job of portraying the pain and grief, but also portrays the hope and the light at the end of the tunnel.
My name is Junior Lopez, and I'm a freshman at FAU majoring in medical biology.
The elements I'll be talking about is color and scale. When looking at the art piece, we can immediately notice the objects on the table. This is because of the cool colors that are used in the backgrounds, making the warmer ones pop out. These colors could also represent Picasso's feelings about his mother's death and the fall of Barcelona. It could also represent his hope of rebirth for his country. When talking about scale, we can notice that the skull is larger than the other objects. I can relate to this artwork because I'm going into the medical field to become a trauma doctor or surgeon, and when knowing the meaning behind Picasso's painting, that there's dark and hope, it makes me think that I will also have these emotions in my career that are filled with dark and hopeful moments.
Hello, my name is Xavier Lohr, and I am a freshman at FAU, and I am studying finance. The element that I chose was time and motion, and we chose a painting, the bull skull, fruit and pitcher, and during this time, it was a big change in the world, as well as in Picasso's personal life. This painting occurred in the late 1930s, which was a period of intense political tension and strife that was leading up to the World War II. Picasso combined this painting with surrealist and cubist methods in this painting. The abstracted and broken forms, which are able to reduce the topic to geometric shapes, are clearly used by are influenced by cubism. As in the painting, you can tell there's a whole bunch of cube type of shapes and triangles. The utilization of these objects and bull skulls is that there's a frightening and symbolic meaning as to where the surrealist aspect is evident. These items could be interpreted as metaphors for recurring themes in Picasso's work from this era to other paintings and mortality, nutrition, and passing of the time. The dynamic ranging of this still life pieces is the use of striking contrast in colors suggests motion in the composition. The fruit, which represents wealth or vitality, contrasts with the bull's skull, which sometimes associated with death or deconstruction. Thank you.